Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
His first effort off the mark. Curry to bring it up. Up by 3. Rejected by Tatum.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Jaylen Brown. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Driving right to the basket. Inside, he scores.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. Thompson. Green. That's off the side of the rim, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. There's no denying he is a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Steph at the controls. Lays it up and in. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Nothing going here on that drive. Runner's good there. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Hayward. The drive, right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
And Cousins throwing it down.
That's the kind of defense they're going to play on him all night. Even though he made that shot, he knows there's nothing easy about this game.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Irving to Hayward. Leaves the defender in the dust. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving won't go down. Warriors basketball. Cousins to Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim, short. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. To Rozier. Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Livingston to bring it up. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. To Rozier. Curling inside, stuffs it down with authority. He dared them to get in the way.
So many players try to get pretty with the game. They want to dance. They want to do all these tricks, maybe a God Sham dive. But sometimes you got to revert back to the old school style of the way we play the game. Just put your head down and stop me if you can.
Celtics have it. And the finish at the rim.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer, 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. Jay and I are back after this. It's the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. 1 quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Cousins to Durant. To Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Boston with the basketball. Aaron Baines powers it through.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Cousins. Nothing going here on that drive. Brown up to block the shot. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Thompson, a pass taken away by the Celtics. Oh, emphatic slam.
Jason Tatum finished 3rd amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this, I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Driving is Thompson, but a shot won't fall. To Hayward. fires the three. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for three.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Curry to Thompson. No good, and no foul. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Coach is gonna shift gears and adjust his matchups. Short jumper off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Misses the first. Oh, he missed on a pair. Golden State at the controls. Cousins to Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry driving, but his shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body controls everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
To Marcus Smart. Irving. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
A lot of contact, no whistle. To Hayward. Hayward with a shot, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. To Horford. It was right there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Celtics have it. Irving. To Curry. Trying to cash in. Shot by Curry, no good. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys trail by 13. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. We are at halftime. halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando as we go from Jay to Jalen. It's Jalen Rose with our EA Sports halftime report. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Irving brings the ball up court. Cousins up to block the shot.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
I got this. Let's go.
And count the basket inside.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down the ground and make a play.
Horford's shot won't fall. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. With a drop step. Shot won't go. Horford to Hayward. Inside, he scores. You look at Gordon Hayward, who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
Livingston across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. Thompson. And the rebound taken by Brown. To Horford. Gets it in the left corner. Hayward, and he hits.
You know, I just want to thank the man above for allowing a guy like Gordon Hayward, after that horrific, awful injury he had in opening night. So good to see my dude back on the floor and doing his thing, finally healthy.
Livingston to Durant. Curling inside. Durant finishing inside the paint on that one. Have we ever seen anyone like KD?
Easy answer. No, he's the greatest offensive threat we've ever seen in the game. He has a 7'5" wingspan, and he's doing things that Russell Westbrook does with the ball. We've never seen it before.
Green to Cousins. Not that time.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Horford. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Thompson to Cousins. Oh, Horford up to block the shot. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Green. Count the bucket for 2.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Durant. Curry. Marcus Morris the rebound. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Durant across the timeline. They lead it by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Green. For Golden State to Curry. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. On the arc for 3. They need something to go down.
It's they're utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Green to Curry. Tough make through traffic. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Oh, Baines with the rejection. Out of bounds, last touch by the Celtics. Time to shuffle things up. Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. To Jaylen Brown. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
I see you've been working on your game.
Nothing going here on that drive. And a pass stolen by Boston. No time left. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. KD with the rock. To Cousins. It's denied by Horford. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Cousins to Curry.
Got it. Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
Rozier rocking the rim.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Cousins shot off the mark.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Turned away by Cousins.
And it's not just about blocking shots, it's about the physicality of the game. How about on all these down screens, your bigs are bumping these guys off the screen, allowing you to catch up to the play defensively. That's why you're playing so well.
Gets a look, can't hit. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Unable to connect on the free throw. And a putback slam.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Durant with the basketball up top. Up 6. Blocked by Tatum.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Irving, message received. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Irving into the front court. The deficit is 6. Tatum, not that drive. Thompson to Cousins. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Substitution being made in this one. Irving on a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Durant. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. Warriors have the basketball to Green. Celtics come away with it. Irving flushes it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Durant across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Durant to Thompson. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
First try at the line, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. To Jaylen Brown. Brown shot, no good. Warriors have the basketball. Cousins to Thompson. Here's a chance from long range and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
A pass taken away by the Celtics. Tatum. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
No good. Horford to Rozier. Rozier shot no good. To Curry. The shot blocked by Brown.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
It's blocked by Boogie.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's the Warriors who get the victory. No question about it. Every win's important come playoff time. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.